and just rest in the presence of God. In your presence, Lord. It's your presence we're after. We want your power, but we need your presence. Moses said, I'm not going to go if you do not come with me. It's your presence. Do you know that song, In Your Presence? Do you know it? You know? Yeah, just raise it for me, please. Just gently, just easy. No rush.
That's where I belong. In your presence, oh Lord, my God. In your presence, that's where I belong. Seeking your face, touching your grace. In your presence, oh Lord. In your presence, oh Lord. In your presence, that's where I belong. In your presence, oh Lord, my God. In your presence, that's where I belong. Seeking your face, touching your grace. In the breath of the Lord. In your presence, oh God.
One more time. Come on, let's sing.
In your presence, that's where I belong.
Is that true?
In your presence, oh Lord, my God. In your presence, that's where I belong. Seeking your face, touching your grace. In the breath of the Lord. In your presence, oh God.
I love that song. Can we sing it one more time? Just sing this one.
In your presence,
Church, you can do nothing without His presence. Today is a brand new day. The Bible does not tell us about tomorrow, it talks about today. So in this day, this now moment, let's just worship Him. Lift our hands, acknowledge Him as God.
seeking your face,
Father, we love you this morning.
touching your grace.
We acknowledge you this morning.
In the
We take nothing for granted. Nothing. So with the breath that we have in our bodies now, we use it to worship you, to declare your name holy, to worship and adore you this morning. Thank you for the life that's coursing through our veins. Thank you for the blood that's pumping in our hearts right now. Thank you for consciousness. Thank you for awareness. Thank you for our livers and our kidneys. Thank you for all functioning parts of our bodies this morning. Thank you. Thank you. And every part of us we use to worship you this morning. Amen. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Father. In your presence, oh God. 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 That's where I am strong. That's where I am strong. Is that right, church? That's where I belong. In your presence. In your presence. In your presence. In the presence of Almighty God. That's where we belong, church. That's where we're strong. That's where we're strong. In the presence of God. Hallelujah. We love you this morning. We adore you this morning. We lift up your name this morning. Every word that comes from our mouth is towards you. In the sanctuary, oh God. In the house of our God. We worship you this morning. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you. What a miracle that is. That man can worship God. That we can say anything that means anything towards your glorious name. We worship you this morning. The creator of heaven and earth. The founder of all things. You who keep everything in its place by your words. My God, we worship you this morning. We use our lips. We use our lips to extol you, to lift you up, to exalt you. Hallelujah. 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 This is our day, church. This is our day. This is our hour. This is our moment. We don't know about any other moment. This is our moment. And we use our moment. Worship. We worship and adore you. Bowing down before you. Songs of praises singing. You know that song? I've got it in the wrong key for you, but try it with me. Something happened to me this morning when I arrived at the church and saw the 2 ambulances. I don't know nothing about anything. I don't know who it was. I don't know the name. I don't know the circumstances. But something just reminded me about how important it is to worship God. Because you just don't know. You just don't know. And going to church, for many of us, I've been going to church since I was 17. I'm 58 now. So I've been going to church a long time. And sometimes going to church can become habitual. Can be a ritual. And it loses its significance. Its brilliance, its splendor, its majesty, that man could dare to worship God. Isn't that something? We're worshiping God. Isn't that something? We are worshiping God. So with the breath that we have, lift him up. Because we don't plan to stay here forever. We've got bigger plans. Is that right? We've got bigger plans. We're planning to head on home. We're just passing through. Sometimes we behave like this is our home. But it isn't. It's just part of the journey. Amen? Praise God. I'm so glad and honored to be here with you this morning. And I greet your Bishop Chambers, and dear Sister Chambers. Greetings to you both, all the officers of the house, all the ministers and leaders, musicians, workers, visitors, friends, enemies. We greet you all in the precious. Not everybody loves church. Everybody comes, but not everybody loves it. So we greet you all in the wonderful name of Jesus. My wife Georgia is preaching at our church this morning in East London, so she could not be with me today. And she's getting increasingly upset about this now, because we used to travel together, but now we have a church and we've got responsibilities. We can't both just always leave the house and so on. So she's there and I'm here with you. Thank you so much for the invitation to speak with you today and this evening. Do you know, as I was driving across from Reading to get here yesterday, it struck me that this is the first time, I believe this is the first time I've been to Harrow. I believe it is. Not your church, I just mean the area. I mean, I'm just an East London boy. I don't cross no. Let's get all upset with each other so soon. But yeah, I've not been there before. As I was driving, I was just becoming, my mind just became conscious of your area and what's taking place in your area for God. Amen? So we're going to talk this morning. I know your theme for this morning and evening is no limits. And I want to take some time to lay out some things that's in my heart, and then we'll just see where we go. Is that all right? Can we just say flow with me? Flow. So just flow. We'll just flow with the Spirit. Amen? But I do have something I want to share with you, and if we've got time, we're just going to try and leave some time for anyone who wants to respond to the word this morning. I was so glad that your bishop responded in prayer to the cruel, wicked acts of the devil over on the train. I travelled on the tube this week, and I don't know about you, but now when you travel on the tube, you're watching everyone. You're profiling. What's that baggy out there? There is a spirit that gets released in the atmosphere. It's a spirit of fear, and unfortunately comes with it prejudice and superstition, suspicion and so on. So once again, the enemy manages to explode. It's not so much the physical bomb, but it's the metaphoric, it's the super spiritual, satanic wickedness that it releases. So not many people died. We give God thanks for that. But many, many people's lives are now affected. Because now fear has been released. And these things, they have their origins in the spirit realm. And so they have to be countered in the spirit realm. They have to be addressed in the spirit realm. And yes, the police have done their job. But there's a job for the church. And the church's job is to counter the forces of darkness through the power of prayer and through reversal and declarations and so on. Amen? So I give God thanks for that. So let's jump straight into the text and let's take our time and work through. We're going to be here till about 4 o'clock. No, I'm joking. Oh Lord, they're going to throw me out already. Amen. So let's go to the book of Ephesians. If you have it, if you could bring it up in the New King James Version. If you don't have it, I'll read it for you. And we're going to read from Ephesians 3, 2 verses there. But try and keep it up so we can just quickly... Do you bring it up usually? Okay. So we'll be able to just peek through some of the words there that I wanted you to see. So you saw, while that's being done, you heard my thing. It always sounds very difficult on paper, but I just want to let you know I love the Lord. I've been a Christian for many years. I used to be a Rastafarian. The Lord delivered me from drugs and alcohol and ganja and Rastafari and Selassie and all that. The Lord delivered me. I had my locks. They weren't long. They weren't fashionable.